Hey, what's going on YouTube? Marine X back at it again. First day of fall. Today's the first day of fall. Did I just inform you of something? Did I just spread some knowledge? The more you know, it's always a fantastic thing. Thanks for stopping by for another one. And you know, unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, I'm not really sure, it's time to retire the summer EDC, start to get myself a little bit more prepared for the fall season. So with that comes a change of the EDC. So I guess this is my fall EDC for 2023, #bars. Now, of course, I like to do stuff on YouTube. I got a lot of knives and materials. So these are the items that will primarily be in my EDC for the fall. That doesn't mean I won't swap something out in the meantime. And for me, I have an on body and I have an off body carry. This is the items primarily that will be on my body, whether directly in my pockets or in a sling bag. We also are going to be changing up the bag for the fall. So make sure you stay tuned and get yourself subscribed so you can figure out more about the nutsack tote bag. More on that later. Any of this stuff might help you jog some ideas for your upcoming fall EDC or just your EDC in general if you're trying to get some new stuff. Now, of course, these are some things that some have been sent by me. I will always let you know what those are. And some of those have been purchased by myself because some of these are premium in nature. Well, first off, speaking of premium in nature, if you want to get yourself kind of like the tray that I'm using here, this is the Marine X EDC tray. And of course, these are now on sale on the website. You want to get yourself a tray overall, and they're still basically ready to rock and roll, made of walnut. And of course, we got the Marine X logo. We have insert tiers on here just in case those folks need to be reminded of that. You can catch those. Link is down in the description. Shameless self plug. Diving into the carry. So the first thing that we look at here has to be this wallet. This is the Dango M1 Maverick wallet. This is CNC machined aluminum, RFID blocking, and it's made in the USA. I read a bunch of specs to you, but what do I think about this thing so far? It's bulky, it's big. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this thing being in my pocket for a full season, especially I just came off of the Esker Parliament, which was just such a slim down, wonderful wallet, but we're gonna try to make this one work as well. It does have a slot here if you want to keep cards. I keep the driver's license in this specific pocket. Turn it around, I just have a couple cards that are always with me in this pocket. Then you have this little small multi-tool here, which has a chisel. So coming in at $99, this is a pricey boy. It has a lot to it. It's kind of big in the pocket, but it's a lot of people seem to like this thing. It's been rated over 2,000 times on Amazon, bought a lot of times on their website. Full disclosure, Dango did send this out to me free of charge. We're going to give this thing a go. It also has another little compartment in here if you want to put some more cards inside. And then it has, I put a little Chipio tracker in here just in case I lose the wallet. This is the Esker collaboration with Chipio. You could buy it on their website. You don't have to use the Esker version. But behind that is the little multi-tool that's built into this thing. The multi-tool does seem to have a lot of features on it. I don't know how much I'm going to use it. And I don't know if I'm going to remember to take this out of my wallet before I travel. So it could be a headache, but we'll see how it goes. It has a chisel and slotted screwdrivers and bottle openers. This, you know, a serrated edge, a lot of functions, a seatbelt cutter, a lot of functions in this multi-tool. But unless you use this a lot, you're probably going to forget exactly how it works. That's my first initial impression, but I might be 100% wrong. Maybe I will freaking use it and love it all the time. Who knows? So right here, I keep that. And in the front here, I don't carry very often, but when I do, this is a little area where you can put cash and keep that down as well. So two multi-tool functions made of aluminum, pretty hefty, seems like a beast of a wallet. And I'm not gonna lie to you. It's on sale as of filming in this video for $30 off. So you can get it for $69 giggity instead of $99. So that's not absolutely horrible if you kind of want to pick yourself up one of those. Now, I guess we got to kind of jump into the knife because a lot of people come to EDC, they want to know about this stuff, and this is something new to me, and this is the Tops Knives MSF-G, which stands for Mini Scandi Folder. They've already had the Mini Scandi Folder, but they've came out with a second version of this thing. This one now being an L Max, and it has G10 scales on it. This is a premium knife. I'm not going to lie to you. The scales being G10, if that's what your cup of tea is, a lot of people associate premium with titanium scales or something like that. I'm really a big fan of this pocket clip, of how easily it seems to just simply reverse with the very back here. But the lanyard hold is almost laughable. I'm not really sure who's going to, other than slipping a keychain through this thing, I'm not even really sure if that's usable. But let's just get to the actual knife. Clip point style blade, L Max. I've carried this in the pocket off and on for a month. I've used other knives in between. Every time I come back to this knife, I got a little bit excited inside. So this knife overall gets grandpa excited. Comes in at about between 159 and 175 bucks, depends on the retailer that you go to. Now, you can find very dependable knives, maybe not an L Max, but for cheaper than that. And I'll link anything up down below. Folks from Civivi and Sencut and Remit, there's a lot of different options. But if you want a little bit of premium, you don't want the metal scales, then this is something I could easily suggest. Also in the mix, we got to talk about the multi-tool. Completely discontinued, but still has like the key to my heart. We have the Leatherman Juice. This is the XE6. This thing has 17-in-1 tools on it. You only can really buy this thing on eBay. It's been completely discontinued by Leatherman, which Leatherman, you should bring this back because it's a straight banger. Has everything in it that you could need. But the main reason that I like carrying multi-tools, hands down, is for the scissors, because there's a lot of tasks you can get done with a knife, but sometimes scissors just make stuff very easily. Little Irish pendants, especially we're moving into the fall, you're gonna have thread and stuff hanging off your clothes. That's a lot easier to take care of with scissors versus a knife. Has all sorts of stuff on here as well that, you know, I guess we can rattle through them, but you know, knives and awls and corkscrews. And the biggest thing also is going to be this very dependable pair of pliers, 4-in-1 pliers with the long nose, the regular pliers, the wire cutters, and then it has wire crimpers in this thing as well. So 4-in-1 pliers, which is Leatherman is known for. Plenty of other multi-tools which have this functionality. It's the size of this thing. This thing is easily around 3 inches in length, which makes it almost disappear in the pocket. So next thing here is for the fall and the hunting season, we're changing up the sunglasses. We're bringing out the knock around sunglasses by Torrey Pines. Super affordable. They're polarized, which is perfect for me, especially if I'm rucking, if I'm fishing, if I'm hunting. I like polarized glasses. I don't like to drive in polarized glasses, but once I get to my destination, these are very, very capable. Coming in at less than $40, and they have multiple colors and shapes and sizes. You can get it, you know, different colors. I think these things work really, really well. And I like the fact that they're literally knock around. So you can throw them in the knock around pouch of your bag. They're not going to get overly messed up. All right, so next on the list is the Olight Seeker 4 Mini. This thing, okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. Nothing but flats has been normally what I carry, and this thing just recently replaced out of my pocket the Rovivon Angel Eyes E200U, which both of these are magnetic, which are almost becoming a requirement if you're gonna make it in my pocket nowadays. I like this flashlight a lot, but it is time to actually rock the Olight Seeker 4. Full disclosure, Olight sent this to me probably 3 or 4 months ago, and it really hasn't had as much pocket time as it deserves. This thing is right now on sale for $56 as of time of filming this thing. Olight just had their fan day. They're selling this thing at a discounted rate all over the place. I love the way this feels in the hand. 1200 lumens max. It also has a little blue light in there as well, if that's something that you're looking for. It has a cool white light, and it's going to be something that you can use, that if you want to be able to use it for disinfecting, that's what that blue light is for. That's why I was able to replace my Rovivon light, because they both have the blue light, which can let you disinfect surfaces. Magnetic base, very great pocket clip. Pocket clip is absolutely smoking the Rovivon pocket clip, which is another reason why this thing makes it into the pocket more often. You can put this on a hat or something like that, and you can do work forward, which I'm a big fan of. My ears. Now, of course, a part of your EDC, you know, my main EDC phone is the Google Pixel 7, which I'm a big fan of this. I'm looking forward to possibly either getting the Google Pixel 8 or the Google Fold 2 whenever that comes out. So along with having the Google Pixel 7, I'm just really big on keeping it all in the family. I am rocking the Google Pixel Buds Pro. I have them in this orange colorway. These things feel comfortable in the ear. They sound great. I don't think they're as good as the AirPods Pro when it comes to noise cancellation and transparency mode, but working well with my phone and integrating it all together in the system makes sense for me. So I like the fact that they're small, they disappear into the pocket. I can also just throw this in a sling bag, don't have to worry about them. And overall, if you have an Android phone, even if you have an iPhone, which I hook this to my iPhone all the time, matter of fact, my work phone is an iPhone 13, and I hook these headphones up to this phone all of the time. So they work both ways, and they're very easy to use, and I think that they're pretty good. Now, my pen. You guys know I use my EDC pens every day. I write into my own journal for the Marine X. And of course, I'll link this down below as well. The Chronicle by the Marine X is the journal that I use this pen the most with. Shameless self-plug once again. But this pen is replacing the EDC pen from the summer. I was carrying the Tactile Turn Trail Edition. This is a great pen. I'm a big fan of it, but it's time for it to go. With that being said, it has been swapped out by this mechanical pen by Wingback. Now, Wingback is a premium EDC maker. They make bags and pens, and they're my favorite key system, hands down. They make some of the best key systems on the market for keeping your stuff nice and clean. This is a mechanical pen. This is made of black steel, and I can't say enough good things about this. First off, full disclosure, Wingback sent me this pen. This is also $226. This is a premium pen. It's a big, expensive pen. You're buying this if you want a premium filling pen, and otherwise don't purchase this if you're not going to use it at least 5 days a week. If you're not using this at least 5 days a week, if you're not using a pen at least 5 days a week, you should scrap a pen out of your everyday carry. Maybe keep it in your truck or something like that, but it shouldn't be in your everyday carry. It also comes with this fantastic little slip, which I've never had a pen company have a slip for their pens. It kind of, because it doesn't have a pocket clip. I love the way this thing writes. I think that overall, I see why it is $226. They literally tell you the person that makes your pen. So it comes with the card, lets you know who was on the production line and made your pen. It has a lifetime warranty. It's available in multiple colors and colorways, and Wingback was so nice to actually send out a second one of these pens, which I'm going to give away to one of you guys. So if you want to win this pen, just a couple of things that you have to do. Number one, you need to be subscribed to this channel. Second, you need to also follow me on Instagram and leave your Instagram handle down below. You need to like this video. Finally, you need to tell me what is the favorite item or the item you hate the most out of my fall EDC, and you could win possibly this Wingback pen. This is in the stainless steel variant, which is also absolutely fire. Looks fantastic, and I've never written with this thing. I'm not gonna write with this thing. This is valued at $157. They also have it in brass. You can get it in titanium, or you can get them customized. I'll link down below if you guys want to check these out. Thanks for Wingback for sending this out. We got to talk about the hero clip that's going to be on the outside of the bag. This is going to be for a lot of different things. The reason I like to keep an actual hero clip on the outside of the bag is because when I'm walking in the house with a bunch of groceries or my boys' bags from daycare or anything, I like to clip it to this outside strap to the hero clip, and I am that dad that wants to do the grocery trip in one take. I'm a one take grocery type of guy. That's why a hero clip is critical for me. These are relatively affordable. They're between 18 and like 30 bucks, depends on the size that you want. Now, most of the stuff is designed to fit directly in my pocket, but if I don't want it in my pocket, or if I want to add more stuff to my EDC, such as if I want to carry my journal or a video game or a battery bank, something like that, then I want to have a sling bag. That is where the TomTalk, this is the EDC X Pack sling bag. This is a 4-liter sling bag, and this thing is fantastic. Of course, made of X Pack material. It also has YKK zippers with a actual, I guess, an AquaGuard type of zipper on this thing. Once it's absolutely zipped up, no water's getting inside of this thing. 2-way zipper action, an absolutely god tier pocket clip, which is easily to use one-handed. So I'm a big fan of that. It comes in multiple colors, I own this thing in like 4 different colors. This one is probably my favorite, not because of the X-Pack material and the waterproof and all that good stuff, but the inside guts. This hyper orange material inside. Of course, I got a little notebook that's already ready to rock and roll with my pen. This makes it so visible if you're in a dark environment, you're inside of the cab of your vehicle at nighttime. This makes it easier to see the stuff inside. Still the same makeup as any type of these similar TomTalk bags, where in the very front, you do have 2 slip pockets, and then you have a key holder here, which I wish the key holder was another color so you can easily see it, but a key holder exists, which is a fantastic thing. Also in here, I have another one of these little Chipio trackers in here. So if I lose my entire sling bag, I can find it anywhere inside of the house. And then you have the main compartment itself, which has one large slip pocket in the very back. Right in front of it is two more slip pockets. So lots of different organization options for you if you want to have that. And then just one big open area for you to dump stuff inside. And then, of course, as common with a lot of these bags nowadays, you do have the pocket in the back, which is really dedicated for like your phone or your passport or anything that you want really close to your chest. Comment down below, what's in your EDC? Do you change it up for the fall? What do you think about the new EDC tray? Very limited number. If we have enough demand for these, we'll pump them out. I am DIYing these. So if you're not a member of the battalion, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. We would love to have you part of the battalion. If this is your first time stopping by, thank you for visiting. If this is not your first time, thank you once again for watching me run my grape. For everyone else, we'll speak soon.